Title: I watched the chief cast out his own son. I saw a chief throw his own son out with nothing but a spear and a water skin. The boy was only 14, and everyone in the village knew he was the child from the prophecy. I was there the day the chief threw his son out of the village. The boy was only 14. The chief gave him a small spear, a water skin, and told him, "Go. You will never come back here. No tears. No blessing. Nothing." People stood and watched, but no one stopped it. I need you to understand, this wasn't just any boy. This was the child we had been hearing about for 2 generations. When I was young, my grandfather told me about a seer who came to the village. This was long before the boy was born. The seer said, "From the blood of the chief will come a child who will save this land and rule over many kingdoms." The prophecy didn't come true in my grandfather's time. It didn't come true in my father's time. So, most people began to think it was just a story. Years later, the chief's wife gave birth to a boy named Jabari. From the start, he was different. At 5, he could run across the village and not be tired. At 8, he was carrying loads grown men complained about. At 12, he hunted a wild boar alone and brought it back. The people began to whisper, "This is the one from the prophecy." But the chief didn't like those whispers. He wanted the prophecy for himself. He had always believed he would be the savior. So, when people started praising Jabari, the chief's face grew colder. At first, he ignored the boy. Then, he started saying Jabari was arrogant, that he wanted to take his place. I remember one day after Jabari had killed a leopard that had been attacking our goats. Instead of thanking him, the chief said, "You think you're the only brave one here," and walked away. One morning, after some small argument, the chief called the elders. I was there. He told Jabari to stand in the center. He handed him the spear and water skin and said, "If the prophecy is true, you will survive. If not, the land will forget you." Jabari's mother cried quietly. The chief didn't even look at her. We all watched the boy walk away barefoot, the dust of the road covering his legs until we couldn't see him anymore. Years passed. We heard rumors that he was guiding traders across dangerous routes, that he fought in wars far away, that he freed people from raiders, that he had gathered men and women from many lands who followed him because he had saved them. By the time he was 20, he commanded an army. Then one rainy season, trouble came. An army from the east attacked. Our warriors fought, but they were losing. People were fleeing. And then, one morning, Jabari came back. Not alone, he came with hundreds of warriors from different lands. They fought all day. By sunset, the invaders were gone. We were safe. The chief came to him and said, "The land owes you its life." The people wanted Jabari to take the crown, but he shook his head. "I didn't come for the throne. I came for the people." The next morning, he was gone again, traveling with his warriors. It has been many years since that day. The chief is long dead. I am an old man now. But I still see that boy in my mind, walking away barefoot with nothing, and returning as the man who saved us all. And I tell my grandchildren this: prophecies don't care about pride. They come true, whether we want them to or not.